I'm not sure if it's just me, but I swear Mojang keeps trying to make Minecraft realistic, and I have no idea why they are determined to do such a thing. Now, I know there might be a few of you who are confused, so allow me to try explaining myself. If you agree with what I have said, let me know. If you disagree, also let me know. And if I missed anything whilst talking about this, you can point it out. Now, let's get into this. First things first, if some of you didn't know, a person named Marcus Persson, commonly known as Notch, used to own Minecraft. He was the one that made it originally. He also founded Mojang. And while Mojang still is in creative control of this game, it is important to note that they are owned by Microsoft, who some would consider to be the devil. With that piece of history out of the way, it's time to cover the realistic features they have added. We have a simple one here, which is sand and gravel falling down due to gravity. There's nothing wrong with that one. Moving on. Next we have the infamous frogs. These little guys are the reason why we don't have actual fireflies in the game and only have the bush, because Mojang learned that they are toxic to some frogs. No, I am not joking. We also have certain pets dying when you give them cookies. Those are the parrot, dog, and cat. This is realistic because cookies do have chocolate in them, and that is very bad for these creatures. However, the unrealistic part comes when the pet dies instantly. That does not happen in real life. The pet will become really sick, but it doesn't die immediately. Still though, I will give props to Mojang for teaching kids not to give their chocolate to their pets, even their virtual ones. Another feature is the fact that polar bears will attack you if they have a cub. This is something mother polar bears will do in real life. However, polar bears will attack you for other reasons as well. I don't remember if the ones in the game also do that, so let me know in the comments below. Before I move on from polar bears, I'd like to shout out this video talking about the poor design of them. They talk about how Mojang could have implemented them better, as these creatures are endangered in real life. So if you're curious about that, I will have a link to that video in the comments and the description. Next up is the bees. If a bee stings you, it will die a few minutes afterwards. The bees in Minecraft also do this. However, if you're in peaceful mode or creative mode, the bees cannot land their stings. So they could stay angry at you forever and stay alive forever as long as you cannot take damage from them. I found this out when I forgot to put a campfire underneath a beehive and took some honey. They came out to attack me, but I was in peaceful mode, so I couldn't take any damage from them. It was a very surreal experience. Anyway, that's all I can think of for now. I'm sure there are other realistic features that this game has, and more of them might be added in the next update of this game. For now, it's time to discuss why this keeps on happening. Why is Mojang, or maybe Microsoft, trying to make Minecraft realistic? After all, Minecraft is a fictional game. Nothing you do in there affects anyone or anything, as you can always just start a new world. The same could not be said for real life. I understand why some things were added, such as the axolotls, since they are endangered and spreading awareness about them is how we save them. But what about the other features? Bees and polar bears were added because their population is slowly dying out, just like the axolotls. But why add semi-realistic brick making? Why make it so the lava and water can either make cobblestone or obsidian? It just feels like this game is all over the place when it comes to its mechanics. You can have something like the elytra, a tool that flat out does not exist, and then you can have polar bears attacking you because you're too close to their cubs. All in the same game. Make it make sense. What is this game meant to be? A sandbox game with blocks and basic survival? According to Mojang, that is a yes and a no. But hey, that's just how I feel about this. For all I do know, all of these features actually make perfect sense, and I'm just blowing it all out of proportion. Who knows? Anyway, I've gone on long enough about this topic. Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.